We got the Rona. No.
Hey.
Well, now you got it.
Hey, this is my neighbor's favorite new song. Love that. Ed Sheeran, Bad Habits.
Bad Habits. Let's see what he got.
Every time you come around, you know I can't say no. Every time the sun goes down, I let you take control. I can feel the paradise before my world implodes. And tonight had something wonderful. My bad habits lead to late nights, sitting alone, conversations with a stranger I barely know, swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use or do. My bad habits lead to white eyes staring into space, and I know I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for a way out, now I can't escape.
I didn't really want to stop because I like the song. I love the instrumental, but like in the beginning, as you see with the rose, you see it kind of like it disintegrates in his hand. It essentially dies in his hand, right? Which can symbolize his purity being like destroyed, or just him just not being pure anymore. Like it was like taken from him, and then you see him like obviously as like a vampire. Vampire is a soulless creature.
Cold-blooded, yep.
Yeah, and cold-blooded, right?
Yeah, I agree that dried up rose symbolizes something. For me, it's more about just his lifelessness. You know, he's no longer this bright red rose. And it's funny because he's redheaded, so it's interesting that he uses the rose. And then he almost kind of just hands it to the next person, just going to show like he just doesn't care who he gives, you know, his heart to almost.
Yeah.
And I love that he's depicted as this like vampire because he's on the prowl, right? He's just there just trying to get anyone. And then he's with this group of almost like misfits. And I wonder if this is just, you know, his friends that just feel the same way.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
everyone else looks regular.
Right.
Lead to white eyes stare into space, and I know I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for a way out, now I can't escape. Nothing happens after two. It's true. My bad habits lead to you.
Yeah, it's perfect using the vampire as a reference because it's like he's bloodthirsty. Like one thing a vampire lacks is control. You can't really control yourself. And then because like he's essentially what he just says in the song is like the bad things that happen like after two. Vampires are also obviously like they're night walkers because they can't be out in the sun. So I think it's perfect using the vampire to depict this character right now.
It's true. My bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you. Every pure intention ends when the good times start. Falling over everything to reach the first time spark. It started on the neon lights and then it all got dark. I only know how to go too far. My bad habits lead to late nights, probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use or do. My bad habits lead to white eyes staring into space, and I know I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for a way out, now I can't escape. Nothing happens after two. It's true. My bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you.
Oh my god, I love. I mean, I don't know if this is the right explanation, but his bad habits, like, think of a bad habit that you do that leads you to be this monster almost, that like, for instance, like, makes him this vampire that has no life to him. So this whole time I thought, like, the bad habit was him pursuing, like, a lover, but instead I think it's like a personal bad habit that leads to a different side of him.
Yeah, isn't it funny how like the last 10 seconds of a song, the way they ended, can change the entire interpretation of the song that you thought, the entire interpretation that you initially thought it was.
Yeah.
So I actually thought that, like, similarly to what you said, he has this negative aspect of himself because of this relationship, because of this heartbreak that he's going through. But that's only like a part of him. So essentially, like, that's like his, I guess I would say, like, his shadow, like the part of him that's like very toxic, but then he still has that good part of him, and that's why he's able to stay out in the sun still, because he's still good too. You know, so it's not all bad, it's not all toxic. But I think that day and night reference shows that like yeah, there's this, I guess what you would call like this toxic or bad or negative side of him that's contagious and not good for the people around him. And then you have the other side of him, like, which is the daytime, where he's just a regular guy, he's a singer, he's still good, but he just has both personalities within him.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting how he ended it.
And it's also interesting that during the nighttime, they end up actually being the normal ones, because everyone else is like flipping like really weirdly, like moving around really weirdly. Almost didn't even look like a real person. They looked really animated, if you really paid attention.
Yeah. It literally reminded me of, remember World War Z with
The
Brad
movie?
Pitt?
Brad Pitt, he's in there?
I think so.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it's Tom Cruise, no?
Nah, you're...
World War Z?
World War Z is with Brad Pitt. I'll look it up right
Oh,
now.
I'm thinking of War of the World, sorry.
Yeah, you're thinking of War of the Worlds. That was Tom Cruise.
My bad.
But if you seen World War Z or no?
Uh-uh.
Oh my god, it's probably one of my favorite zombie movies. So like,
Is it with Dakota Fanning?
I can't remember it that well. It might be. Dakota Fanning was definitely in War of the Worlds. though.
Okay, never mind.
You're taking all the characters and
Oh, it's
actors
a
from War of
zombie
the Worlds.
movie.
Right.
Okay, no, I've never seen it.
But anyway, the animation looks like this. Like, there's a part of the movie where they're literally like trying to run up a dam.
Oh.
So like all these zombies are trying to run up the dam and
Yeah.
like very video game, like just very fast.
Mm.
And that's what that animation reminded me of. Like, you can tell because like our movements can only seem so fluid, you know.
Oh, yes. So is World War Z the one where the zombies are really fast?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, I love zombies like that are so fast. Like,
That scares me. I
Yeah.
like slow like if I were to choose zombies, it would be slow. Like
like that like Night of the Dead slow. Like they're literally like they're like
slow enough
sleepwalking.
so I can like
Slow enough so you can
kill
like
them.
dodge them all. You can literally just walk past them and just like dodge
just
them.
like stab them. That's it.
Right, like you essentially want them to be like harmless.
Right.
They move like super slow, like turtles. I don't think you can't make
Turtles aren't that slow, FYI.
your turtle's faster than normal. Yeah. But I think now it's hard to revert to like old school zombie movies where they're like really slow.
Yeah.
Like all the zombie movies like within the past decade, like for the most part, they're like really fast because they're not scary anymore. Like you see this slow ass zombie, like, are you serious? Like
Yeah,
you don't
that's
gotta,
true.
you don't even gotta run. You
They
know,
had
it's just,
They had to
brains.
right. They had
You
to
know?
evolve zombies as they evolved people.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no! Just think about like robot zombies.
That's a sick hybrid, robotic zombies.
Yeah.
But then if you're, how would that work? Because robots aren't real, right? Like they can't really.
Neither are zombies.
I mean, a zombie comes from a virus. You have to be real to get a virus. I mean, you have to be human to receive.
Well,
a
technically,
virus
robots can get viruses too.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they can. All of a sudden, they're gonna need brains. Dead.
They need rewiring. Hello.